Hello guys, welcome back, konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on Hycroft Mining, ticker HYMC. Yeah, every stockholder who owns AMC should know this stock as well. In my opinion guys, very high potential to see here a short squeeze to happen. I will explain you all the price levels here, and of course what I say here is based on the chart. I made a little bit of due diligence here, and everything is not financial advice. If you don't know HYMC guys, AMC Entertainment, so the ticker AMC, is invested here in HYMC. They bought around 22% of their shares here, which means in total around $27 million has been invested here, and also AMC is holding 23 million warrants guys. So I will explain you why AMC could be the reason HYMC, or if HYMC starts to squeeze, AMC could be an additional squeeze trigger here for HYMC. So a lot of different words. So this is very interesting because we are not only here in a very critical price range right now. $2.60 is already very spicy. If you haven't seen my previous videos on HYMC, I'm quite bullish. Even the all-time high was now here split adjusted at $161, and we're trading here at $2.60 guys. I'm still bullish. Why is that? Because the structure where we had here this post squeeze is the same like we have already now in the actual price range here guys. So first of all, when we zoom in, I will show you that here in a second. So we have here a squeeze from HYMC of around 1000%. So that was a 10x move here back in March 2022 guys. March. I don't care, you know, March is usually a very bearish month. We can all see that the market is in a correction mode. But guys, no drama, no squeeze. When the market goes down, yeah, this is always the time when the bulls start buying or when short sellers cover their positions. So when we now check here my drawings, because I covered here HYMC already a couple of times on my channel. So then we can see that the float here has been 18 million shares. Then we had this 10x move, this 1000% short squeeze. Then HYMC started to dilute, and that is the reason why this squeeze was done guys. 18 million shares before the squeeze. After the squeeze, the float was 133 million shares. The price tanked down. Why is this important guys? Because we had a reverse stock split here for HYMC, and the float has been divided, and now the actual float is around 20 million shares guys. 20 million shares is the total float of HYMC. I don't know if these numbers are split adjusted, but if AMC still holding 23 million warrants, that means they can execute those warrants into shares. So if we have additional buying pressure, of course after a stock split I think those values get adjusted, but even 2 million would be a high amount. If they just execute 2 million warrants, because the average volume is just 200,000 shares per day. You can see here on Friday last week, the volume was 98,000 shares in one day. So this is a low float stock here, very low float, very low volume, and that makes it so interesting for a short squeeze here. If you don't know my channel guys, of course the main purpose is to educate you on trading, but I also try to predict your short squeezes, not only for HYMC. I do that every week guys. I always release here my so-called hot stocks and trading alerts, and you can see that was one of my posts here on Patreon on the 6th of March. I posted that here, or was the 5th of March here, when I said to my members, hey, we are back at the buying liquidity zone here. This is this green line in the chart. That is the day when I made my post. And one day later you can see that this ticker squeezed 136%. There is of course never a guarantee, but when you are in a bearish market guys, yeah, that doesn't matter. The algos are waiting at the same spots. That's why I also give you now here a lot of insights for HYMC. But if you also want to see here my short squeeze plays guys, yeah, I always release here my so-called hot stocks every Sunday, which means these videos here contain tickers with high squeeze potential, and the brand new video is out right now. That means these tickers have high squeeze potential for the upcoming days and weeks guys. If you want to see that content, you can join our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership here on Patreon. Every day new members joining in guys. You get a lot of benefits here, not only my trading alerts and hot stocks. Also I have a member FAQ section where I help beginners with trading questions, and of course tutorials available for trading guys. If you want to join in, the link to the Patreon membership is here in the video description. So let's now check my drawings here for HYMC and why I'm so bullish on the stock. So we know the float is more or less the same that like we had in 2022. It's the month of March, guys. I don't expect, I don't believe in let's call it ghost patterns or stuff like that. But of course, the algos are waiting here at the same price levels. And what we have for HYMC right now is that we are in an uptrend. Because even we tanked down here to $1.64 or 63 was the all-time low. We can see that we are still in an uptrend here, guys. Yeah, we're building here higher lows, and especially $2.20 is a very, very significant support range. Every time when we tanked below $2.20, you can see we recovered really quick from that. We are here now in the weekly chart. That makes it more for you easier to see all the price levels here. Yeah, what needs to happen, guys, in my opinion, for a squeeze or even a short squeeze for HYMC? So we have one algo squeeze trigger which is waiting at $2.98. So this is exactly what we're seeing now here since a couple of months. Yeah, since July 2024 or even here June 2024, HYMC is just bouncing here between these price levels. So we have a volatility range of around 56%, which is good for swing traders, but of course Mickey Mouse shit compared to what could happen here if we see a short squeeze. So if we come with volume over $2.98, this is the moment when HYMC starts to squeeze, and we can see that the squeeze reaction here was in total 55%. So in total we have here a 100% squeeze range. The last point of algo supply, or let's call it the resistance zone, guys, is in my opinion $4.05. If we could break $4.05 with volume, we could see here a much bigger squeeze. So this is here just an algo squeeze, not in short squeeze. But if HYMC goes back over $4.05, guys, the algos will snap in, and we can see here a very violent squeeze. If HYMC, of course, as long as they don't dilute the stock, this is very essential. So if they would start to squeeze, let's say we go back to $4 or $5, this is not hypothetically, but I just want to share this this possibility with you guys. Yeah, if we should start to squeeze here over $4 or $5, and AMC would execute their warrants, 23 or even just 2 million warrants, that could of course bring an additional buying pressure here, and that's the reason why even AMC could be a part of this short squeeze here for HYMC. If they execute their warrants, guys, then they of course will convert these warrants into shares, which means they buy shares. And if they still hold 23 million warrants, 23.4 after my research, please make your own due diligence, guys, that would be of course incredible. And then of course we have here much higher squeeze price targets when we switch here to the daily chart, and we check where are open gaps here in the chart, guys. We have even one open gap here at $19.80. And if we switch back one more time to the weekly chart, you can also see that the moving average here is waiting at $18. And also when we had this 10x squeeze, we squeezed back here to $31. So in my opinion, guys, even $18 to $13 is possible. This is not financial advice. This is not to hype you up, not to create FOMO. This is just simply what the chart is telling us. This is possible, guys, that we squeeze here back to $18 or even higher based on the information which we have today. Don't forget, if HYMC starts to dilute their stock, guys, the squeeze momentum gets lower and lower. So be very careful with that. That's why it's so important to make your own due diligence. If you want to copy the price levels here, guys, from my chart, this is here everything based on TradingView. So first of all, I always recommend before investing in a stock to learn about trading, guys. This is the most important thing, to build up some knowledge. And then second is that you have a good chart tool. That's why I always recommend here TradingView. This is the program here, what I use in all my videos and what I use, of course, for all my trades. If you want to get that program today, you can use here my $15 discount link on the premium tier. Also, this TradingView discount link is available here in the video description. Yeah, my friends, that was the quick and dirty update on HYMC. I hope that was helpful. Keep this ticker on your radar, guys. We have here a squeeze potential. I wish you nothing but the best. Great success with all your trades. Thank you for your loyal support and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.